Learn the law, bitch. Learn the law, bitch. Fuck off.
And you didn't see me drive.
But does it say when driving? Does it say when driving?
That is a driver's license.
Yeah, I didn't commit any violation or crime. You can't run my ID.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
I'm not gonna arrest you.
Go ahead. I'm calling you out. Arrest me. I'm not gonna leave.
You can't convert my freedom of speech.
In this video, an independent journalist exercises their First Amendment rights by filming in public spaces. The situation escalates when they are harassed and unlawfully trespassed by the Pooler Police Department despite being in a publicly accessible area. The police officers, including the chief, refuse to identify themselves and attempt to intimidate the journalist. The video serves as a clear example of police overreach, ignorance of the law, and the importance of holding public servants accountable for their actions.
How you doing, sir?
What's up, Holmes?
What's going on?
What's up, Holmes?
What's your name?
What's up, Holmes?
Do you have any ID?
What's up, Holmes?
Is that how you're gonna just go with it then?
What's up, Holmes? What you want, Holmes?
6 one, I'll be out with 3. I'm gonna take one additional right now.
To respond.
What do you want, Holmes?
Would you like to fight
Well, I was trying to talk to you.
Go away.
You just want to say what's up?
Go away.
No, at this point I got a call about you.
I don't care what you got. Go away, man.
What are you doing? Do you have any ID on you?
Go away.
No, I'm not gonna go away.
Go away,
Any ID on
piggy.
you?
Go away, piggy. Go away, piggy.
Once I see your ID.
Hell no, I ain't showing you shit. You wish you could, huh, Gonzalez? Look at you.
Just waiting. I got all the time in the world.
Go ahead. Sit your ass down. Have a seat, Gonzalez. Have a seat. Go ahead and lean against my vehicle right there. Go ahead and lean against my vehicle right there, man. You got permission. You got my permission. Go away, piggy.
All right, guys.
Go away, piggy. I told you, you ain't gonna get shit, boy. Learn the law, bitch. Learn the law, bitch. Fuck off.
Please get off the sidewalk.
Fuck off, man. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Get off the sidewalk. What do you mean, you little bitch? Good for nothing fucking pig. Yeah, we're good. Thanks.
Yeah, nobody's crying but you, piggy. Hey, nobody's crying but you guys, man. Stop crying.
Hey, what kind of call did you get?
Stop crying, man.
It's funny how that bitch has her mask on now that the cops are here. Oh, I'm going that way too. That's funny, officer. I'm going that way too. Very good. We'll see you over there, Sergeant. Yeah. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah, he let him in the car?
What was the call about? Officer? What was the call about?
That's the way you treat the public, huh? You're a public servant, man. Don't you forget that. You're the servant. You get a welfare check, man, not me. You do.
Oh, you guys are a taxi service now, huh? Cameras? All this for cameras.
They even sent a traffic guy over here.
All right, guys, have a good day. Enjoy that BMW that we paid for.
Sleep good at night, man, knowing that you ruin people's lives.
Be safe.
Have a good night.
You too. Good day.
Have a good night. Have a good night.
Can you put me out on?
The entire department's out here.
Mask on. Put your mask on. I'm gonna turn you in. They gave him a ride, bro.
That's a shame.
Hey, how come they didn't pass those girls down to get in the car?
Right?
No pat down, no nothing.
Where were they really taking him on? Dang.
They always want to pat me down if I want to ride. Oh man, everyone. Thanks, the salty rant. Appreciate it.
Are we live or what?
Pretty dope. Yeah, we're live now.
What's going on?
So I'm live here with Navy Watchman. Turn around, I got SUVD first.
What up?
Yep, we're just doing our, here, can you do my case? So I got my tripod case, everyone.
Oh, hold on. There's the tripod case right there.
My camera equipment case.
Yep.
This encounter at the Pooler Police Department highlights the troubling reality of public servants misusing their power. Despite the journalist's peaceful and lawful actions, the officers' lack of knowledge about the law and their attempts to intimidate showcase a troubling abuse of authority. The video also underscores the importance of holding police accountable and ensuring that constitutional rights are respected. Ultimately, the incident prompts a call for better education and leadership within the department. In this video, a citizen objects to an officer's request for identification during a stop. The officer insists on seeing the citizen's ID, citing Florida statutes. However, the citizen stands firm, asserting that they have not broken any laws and are not required to provide identification under the circumstances. The situation unfolds as both parties engage in a calm but informative exchange about the law. Ultimately, the officer acknowledges the citizen's position, and the interaction ends without further escalation.
What's your name and badge number?
My name is Officer Shepard with the Lake City Police Department. My badge number is 402.
403.
Sir? Do you have your ID so I can ID so I can put you in the car?
You're not getting my ID.
I'm not. Well, can I get your badge? I'm not your badge number. What's your name?
My
and your date
badge
of birth?
number is 1776.
Can I get your name and date of birth?
No.
No.
No, you're not IDing me. I didn't break the law.
You didn't break the law, but I see you said it right there. ID yourself. On the back, on your back of your license, you know what it says on the back of your license?
I know exactly what it says on the back of my license, but
so,
I'm not driving, and you didn't see me driving.
But does it say when driving? Does it say when driving?
That is a driver's license.
It is an identification.
It's a driver's license.
It's identification.
Florida statute says I only have to identify if I have broken the law.
Does it say that?
Yes, sir, it does.
Well, do we know what statute number that is?
719, I think. Look that up.
719. I'm gonna tell you what that was.
It's Florida's not a stop and ID state. It says if I've broken the law.
Do you know what subsection? Anything like that?
I don't. I can look it up real quick.
Okay. I was gonna look it up myself just to make sure.
It's 901-151. 706 is the
901.151.
This is a stop and frisk ID.
Man, I ain't gonna stop and frisk you, man. I'm trying to identify you.
901.151.
Yeah, that's right. I just looked at that. I just looked at it. That's the one about if you're being lawfully detained and stuff like that. But
Yeah, I have to be lawfully detained before I'm ID. I broke the law of not being lawfully.
This interaction highlights the importance of understanding one's rights in encounters with law enforcement. While the officer provided legal references, the citizen correctly stood their ground, demonstrating the necessity of knowing when you are required to identify yourself. The respectful conclusion shows that knowledge of the law can help citizens navigate these encounters without escalating conflicts, ultimately protecting their rights. In today's world, understanding your rights is more important than ever. A simple traffic stop turns into a confrontation as one man challenges an officer's reasoning for pulling him over. The officer cites suspicious activity, but what does that really mean? Is it enough to justify an interaction with law enforcement, or is something more at play here? This moment forces us to reflect on when authority goes too far and when we should stand up for our own rights. Let's dive into this encounter that questions the boundaries of law and personal freedom.
We'd like to minimize the accidental happenings.
So then I said, Allie, can you say minimize? And she goes, I don't.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
For Golly Avenue Police Department.
Yeah.
What are you up to today?
What'd you pull me over for?
I was just curious. I saw you behind me. I couldn't tell
You
what
turned
you
your
had.
emergency lights on and pulled me over because you were curious?
Yeah,
Is that
suspicious
legal?
activity.
What statute is that?
It's suspicious activity, sir.
What's
Do you
your
have your
badge?
driver's license on you?
What'd you pull me over for?
Suspicious activity. I didn't know what you were
That's
doing
not
behind me.
that's not a law.
Actually, I
no,
can
it
pull you
isn't.
over for that, sir.
Suspicious activity.
Yes.
What's
Do you have your
name?
driver's license on you, sir?
What's your name?
Do you have your driver's license on you, sir?
Sir, you didn't pull me. You can't pull me over for suspicious activity.
Actually, I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
Can you call your supervisor?
Can I ask what you were doing out there, sir?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
So why are you asking me questions then?
Because you're a public servant. I'm not. I'm not paid with taxpayer dollars.
Okay. So what's your name? Is this your car?
Why did you pull me over? What statute is that you pulled me over for? What lawful reason? Can you articulate that? Because I took your picture?
I couldn't tell what you were doing, sir.
Right. Well, then you pulled me over because you couldn't tell what I was doing?
Because it was suspicious activity. You sat behind me even though there was no reason to. There was no traffic coming.
I didn't sit behind you.
Yes, you did. You sat on Brewster Street for a while.
Yeah.
There was no traffic coming. You could have pulled out and turned north onto
You were
Richmond as
impeding
your blinker
traffic.
suggested.
Why were you sitting there? There was no car in front of you.
I had conducted a traffic stop.
All right, move out of the way of the road. You're impeding traffic.
10-4, can you check it out?
Hi,
Hi.
Lieutenant Alvac with Appleton Police. You asked to talk to a supervisor?
Yeah, this guy pulled me over for suspicious activity.
Okay.
He said, what statute is that?
Which what?
What statute is
Well,
that?
it's not a statute, sir. It's a...
So he's pulling me over for a non-violation. I haven't violated, I wasn't committing a crime. I wasn't about to commit a crime, and he didn't catch me committing a crime.
Okay.
Why did he, or any violation, why did he pull me over? Suspicion in itself isn't a reason to pull someone over.
Well, when you're in an area where an officer is conducting a traffic stop on another vehicle and you
Right.
stop and you have something in your hand, it's kind of a dangerous world we live in right now. Okay, so he didn't know what your intentions were or what you had in your hands.
Right.
Okay, it's certainly within the law to film. You just have to do it in a way that isn't going to cause concern with regards to an officer's safety.
No, that's not true. The Supreme Court already ruled on this. It doesn't interfere with the officer's safety.
Yep.
At all.
Yep. Okay, so he stopped to see what you had in your hand because he didn't know
Well,
it was a camera.
that's not what he said. He said suspicious activity.
Yep.
And that's not a reason to stop me either.
Okay. Well, it could be. It certainly could be.
Well, a lot of things could be, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Well, the totality of everything here is he didn't know that was a camera. Okay, if it was clearly a camera, it wouldn't have been a stop. But he didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it's still a violation of my rights for him to pull me over for that reason.
Okay, we don't have anything else right now? Okay. Okay, well.
Yeah, I didn't commit any violation or crime. You can't run my ID.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Do you need it for anything else? Because
Don't stop people unlawfully. Honor your oath.
You're on your way, sir.
Honor your oath.
You're on your way.
You're on your way.
The lesson here is clear. While the law provides officers with certain powers, we must all remain vigilant about our rights. A seemingly simple traffic stop can quickly escalate when the reasons for stopping someone aren't clear or legally justified. It's important to know when to question authority and when to remain calm. We all play a role in upholding the freedoms we cherish, and sometimes that means standing up to an unlawful act regardless of the situation. In this video, the individual engages with law enforcement at a public building, asserting their right to record in public spaces. The deputy attempts to threaten them with arrest for trespassing, despite the fact that the individual is on public property. The situation escalates as the individual confidently defends their rights, challenging the deputy's actions and making it clear that they will pursue legal action if their rights are violated. This interaction emphasizes the importance of knowing and standing up for your constitutional rights, especially when faced with overzealous authorities.
Okay,
Hi,
so
how you doing?
hi.
I'm this
how are
guy,
you?
and I did not give them permission to record.
He said we could record.
Okay.
I said you can.
I said they can be in the building recording the
There you go.
public
He just
There you
areas.
go.
The
The
public
public
area.
areas.
Okay.
That's where we were.
No, you were
That's where
filming
we
into
were.
the convention.
Okay. So
Prove
this,
me.
hey,
It's on your
excuse
video.
Whoa,
me.
whoa, don't touch me.
I'm not
You're gonna
touching
have
you.
a civil rights violation.
That's the
on your
sheriff,
Okay,
Merced
may I see
County.
your ID, please?
You may not. Permission declined.
What's your name?
Guy with the camera number 1, as I mentioned to this gentleman. Guy with the camera number 2.
Okay.
So are you blocking me from entering a public building?
I'm trying to talk
I won't
to
get
you.
physical with you. I mean, I'll respect any lawful
Okay.
orders that you
So
give
listen,
me.
a lot of their files have personal information in them.
That's their problem.
That's not
Okay,
ours.
so you can't record
We
them.
can't record anything we can see in
Anything we
public.
can see.
If you didn't know that.
No, it's not
Can I ask you a
public.
question?
You don't
Hold
know.
on.
You don't know.
Have
You're
you seen-
dumb.
S260.
Have you seen Men in Black?
I have not.
Yeah, well, you need to look it up. So, what happens if we have a good memory? You're going to start erasing our memories because we looked in the wrong direction? We can record anything we can. Those cameras in there are public record. I can do a public records request for every
Can you
camera
start
in
this
there.
way?
Hey, Mr. Hemming.
I'm good for
I got a sheriff deputy here from Merced County. Her name is Dietz or Dietz. She's making a big deal and she's probably gonna try to get us arrested.
S260.
Because we're at the Human Services Agency and they're making false claims that we enter restrictor
Who are you talking
areas.
to?
My lawyer. Actually, my paralegal.
And if it's under threat of arrest, we will leave.
You wanna
but
tell her
only if
something?
it's threat of arrest.
You know, so if they want you to leave the property, just leave the property. You're found on property when they get there. Then the argument is, well, where'd they find you? They found you in a place where the public is allowed to be. They didn't find you in a place where the public's not
Exactly.
allowed to be.
Yep.
So you're in an open lobby. So if you'd like them to leave the lobby, they'll leave the lobby, but tell them why they have to leave. You know, if it's not, is the area not open to the
It can't just
public?
because they don't
They're
like
being
what we're
asked
doing.
to leave the lobby because they're recording people's files.
Says who?
Says them. They said they have.
record people's files from the lobby. Did
Okay.
you see them record, or did you see them recording anything, or you just walked in them with a camera on?
She's citing them already.
I'm not citing with
You
anybody.
are. You are.
I asked
No,
what
she's
was
just,
going on.
she's just connecting. She's connecting investigation. She's probably going to fill out a field information card. She didn't see you doing anything. There's no evidence to support the claim that you guys did anything. But what they are saying is you're disturbing the peace. So if you're disturbing the peace, then leave.
But we were walking peacefully. We didn't
that's
say
what
a
you
word
should
from
be
there, just so you
articulating,
know.
is that your presence is causing a disturbance,
I'm
and
actually
they'd like for
conducting
you to
business
leave.
there.
Now, but now the whole accusation of documenting other people's
You're not
privileged
stupid, Nikki.
information, that's a
You
lie.
really are. Like,
That's not a reason. So
you really are
just
looking
look
stupid, Nikki.
creative and say, hey, they don't want you here because you're disturbing people. And then you leave. But you don't sit there and lie about it.
Yep.
Have some respect for your position. Do some
That's for you.
legwork and be creative. Don't dishonor your position. Don't dishonor your badge. Don't do that. But if there's an issue that
Well,
they're
you should
creating,
tell them
All
that
I've
they have a
asked-
right to be here.
gentlemen,
All
you
I've
have to
asked your
leave.
clients is for a form of ID.
she wants to ID us.
Okay,
Like,
but you understand the law,
know
right?
California
They don't
law,
have to give any ID unless you're going to arrest them.
are you gonna arrest me?
I'm still investigating.
And even
She's still
then, we only
investigating
have
because
to
she's
give
too dumb
ID
to
for-
realize what we're
Just
doing.
leave.
You
Just
can't
let her
arrest us for not
investigate.
IDing. That's a
What's
secondary
that?
charge.
It's not a charge, dude. There's case law against that. If you want to do that, go ahead and do it.
All right.
There's case law against that.
All right.
Kuroga says
So the
otherwise.
problem they were having
You
is
don't
that
they
you
don't
guys
have to
are
ID
recording
until they go
behind
to
their
police.
desks.
We don't have
And
to
you know
ID.
that, and if you don't know the
Okay.
law, go talk to your
Okay. So are you
go
guys
talk to your
gonna leave the
boss.
property?
Kuroga says you don't have.
No.
They don't have to ID
We don't have to
until
leave.
they go to
Well, let me
booking.
ask you this: is it under threat of arrest or is it a request?
I'm not threatening to do anything.
So if I walk
Are
in,
you guys
will I-
gonna go back into that building?
if
Maybe.
it's- if you're not going to arrest me and violate my civil rights,
The
yes.
problem that they're having is they don't want you inside their lobby.
Their feelings do
recording.
not trump
Okay,
our
then
rights.
Then leave the lobby. Then walk
Ma'am,
outside the lobby.
what if I had a purple shirt on? They didn't like it. Can they ask me to leave because I have a
Why?
purple shirt on?
Don't you listen to what your
No, but
lawyer
there's not a difference. You're wearing your garments different than your activities. There is a valid excuse for them to ask you to leave.
Clients
They
have
can't.
the right to privacy.
They can ask, but we can decline, ma'am. With all due respect.
And you can get arrested. And then you can get
And they
arrested
have the
for
right to
failing follow
refuse
the
They have the right.
lawful order.
We're not asking for service. Our business that we're conducting here, which
This
is lawful.
is their.
Ma'am.
Abide, leave. Walk
Alright.
out the door, please.
I'm out the door already.
Just walk out the door. Don't.
I'm out the door. Yeah, I'm out the door.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
My business that I'm conducting here.
Alright, I'll call you back.
You
Involve
think
any
you're
with
arguing
help?
and win with the
I'm
police?
just
You're
reporting.
fucking clueless.
Alright.
You're not gonna
Working on
win
this
with the
She
police,
looks
you know
stupid
that.
either way. Yeah.
It's a
Alright,
lawful
I'll call you
activity
back.
protected under the
You're
Constitution.
not wearing a purple shirt. You're in there with a camera and they don't want you in there because you're causing a disturbance.
Yep.
Your presence is causing a disturbance. So you leave.
Alright.
You don't be there. And the whole argument of the purple shirt is the dumbest argument on the planet because it's
That wasn't
irrelevant.
me.
You're not wearing a purple shirt.
That was a good one, brother. Come on, man.
All right.
Even you know that stuff.
I'll call you
That
back.
analogy was perfect. That analogy was perfect. You're that.
Hey, down.
Okay, bye.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Hammond. I'll call you back.
Thank you guys.
So what's gonna happen?
If you guys are not going to bug them anymore, then
How we were bugging them?
you're recording their files. I'm not going to.
How am I recording her files? Well, then arrest me already. Let's go.
I'm not going to arrest
Go
you.
ahead. Go ahead. I'm
There's
calling
no
you out.
need.
Arrest me. I'm not gonna leave.
Ma'am, here's what I'd like to do.
Arrest me already. What the hell? You're gonna scare me out with jail? You want to enforce feelings? Wow. Wow. This isn't my first rodeo, like I told him. This is like my 3,000 video that I done on people like you, man.
Sorry, brother, but your lawyer's a clown.
He got me. Thank you.
With the incident number?
Yep, I'm gonna get all those radio conversations that we're having. I hope they record all that. I'm gonna get your camera footage. I'm gonna get all your emails. I'm gonna get all your pictures on your phone. I'm gonna do a sick public records request on you. I'm gonna do a sick public records request on you.
Just not go back in
A public records request that no one has ever done on you. I'm gonna do it to you. I'm gonna pull everything out on you.
So I just want to clarify one thing. So like, here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to leave, but just out of pride, because this is a public building, I want to do one quick walker. I'm not going to talk to anyone. I'm just going to walk in that entrance.
They've asked you not to go in there.
Well, my question for you is like, I'm respectfully declining. My question is, I'm not trespassed.
The thing is, you don't understand, bro. The point is for them to push it.
Oh, this is owned by our taxes. So my business, let me explain this to you, is the First Amendment, freedom of press. I'm working on a story that the First Amendment trumps any penal codes, any statutes, any rules, any regulations. So my question, this is a yes or no question. Will I or will I not be arrested if I walk in there, do one quick walk by and leave just before I go?
You're not going to go back in there right now.
Well, you can't stop. I mean, will you arrest me then? That's my question.
If you continue to trespass, yes, I will.
No, I'm not trespassing.
We're not trespassing. You can trespass in
What is the
public.
definition of trespassing?
Yeah, when you're asked to leave and you're in a private property. This isn't private.
This is private
This isn't private. This is my
paid by my
building. I
taxes.
paid for this.
They've asked you to leave.
They can ask whatever they want.
So my question, so just
Call
to
me your
clarify,
supervisor.
Just to
I
clarify,
wanna hear
will
from
I
your
be arrested
supervisor.
then if I go in?
Yep.
So you're saying then on camera that I'll be arrested for walking in a public building on public property
Yes.
because
You know
I
what?
have a camera.
Let's go to her. Can you give me a ride to your department? I'm gonna go give the to your department. Give me a ride. Because you're being
Under
rude.
threat of arrest, we're not going to go back in. This deputy in vehicle 009 has just violated our civil rights under California Penal Code 52.1, the Tom Bain Civil Rights Act. She's up for litigation, guys.
I want to see how this is gonna uphold in court.
So, ma'am, I'm not going to go back in since you just violated my rights.
Okay.
But it's on record that you violated them. That's the only reason we're not going in.
Okay. Stay outside then.
Under threat of arrest.
Are you gonna arrest me if I go back inside?
I already answered your question.
You answer him. I didn't ask you.
What's your question?
Are you gonna arrest me if I go back
If
inside?
you continue to trespass, I will.
Okay, I'm gonna go to your department and I'm gonna make a bigger public records request on you, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, so have fun. Make sure you didn't delete any pictures off your phone.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take the walk of shame today, but you're gonna take the walk of shame when I post you on YouTube and everybody sees you. Then you ain't gonna love it. Then you ain't gonna love it when I put you online. Make sure you put their names in the police report because I'm gonna get it so I can sue them.
Okay.
Yeah. Make sure you give them your ID because I'm gonna get your info. Well, I've been ordered by my lawyer not to go in, so I'll be honest, I do listen to him. And that's the point, you know, I only listen to my lawyer, you know? This is gonna be another follow-up. We're actually gonna go to her department right now. I knew this was gonna be a fail. Ooh, I got the incident number. It's gonna be fun. No, that's how we actually work, you know? That's why I didn't get charged at the, what's it called? The, call trans and many other things that they try to file against me, because I have to like do that. The point is for her to like, for me to like do what she says, kind of to an extent, so she can actually arrest me. That's why I'm staying here, because she told me that I could be here. So if she arrested me, that's gonna bounce back in court for her. So that's the point, guys. That's how you work. Hey, we're gonna have to go to her department, bro. Put her supervisor in check. Yeah, we're gonna go to her department and we're gonna get... They're so dumb that they don't...
The video shows a classic case of an individual standing firm on their constitutional rights when confronted by law enforcement. Despite the deputy's attempts to intimidate and threaten arrest, the individual remains calm and refuses to comply with unlawful demands. This highlights the importance of knowing your rights, especially when interacting with authorities, and serves as a reminder that being respectful doesn't mean surrendering your freedoms. In this video, a peaceful protester exercises their First Amendment rights by holding a sign outside a Camping World store. When police are called, the officer attempts to intimidate and violate the protester's freedom of speech. The individual stands firm, refusing to provide identification, asserting their right to free speech and challenging the officer's authority. Despite the officer's attempts to escalate the situation, the protester remains calm and informed about their constitutional rights.
Huh?
Police Department.
Why are you here?
Just had a concern from the business. Wondering why you were out here, sir.
Oh yeah? They can't read?
I didn't see him.
No, they can't read? I'm pretty sure they called you because they don't like the freedom of speech.
ID with you, sir?
I'm not giving you ID.
Can I get your name and date of birth?
Nope. Have I committed a crime? Do you have probable cause?
No, sir.
Am I being detained?
What's your sign say? Do you mind us asking?
Huh?
Do you mind us asking what your sign says?
It says they screwed.
Okay, is that really what it says? Or does it say, I quote, fuck me?
No, that's an F with a star and a CK.
Okay.
So
sir,
I could actually publish that on TV.
We'll talk to you. Okay, listen. You get the call, okay, with the sign. I get that you're upset, you're frustrated with them. Alright, if you want, your camera's directly on me, that's fine. But I do like talking eye to eye, if you're good with that, okay? So have you tried to talk to them and settle the whole issue?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I made it all the way to the CEO.
Okay, so this is the thing, alright? We get a call, we get a complaint. You're holding a sign that does have vulgar language.
No, it doesn't.
Listen, let me talk, okay?
It doesn't. I've held this sign in 2 states and 3 counties.
Listen.
So now
we know what it means, right? We know what it means.
That does not matter. Vulgarity is a legal term.
Listen, I'm not here to...
It's a representation of vulgarity, kind of like, you know, on TV when they go beep. No. Is this a consensual conversation?
If we get further calls, okay, because now that we know what your sign says, and it causes a disturbance, that actually is illegal.
No, it's not.
We're being nice word. I don't care whether you disagree or not.
You
can't convert
my freedom of speech.
Okay, effed. Okay,
yeah.
And it offends people, especially like if there's families, and these are all examples.
If there's kids in the car, I close the sign.
But you can't see.
Yeah,
okay?
I can.
We know you can't see.
Okay? I can.
Right. How many people were in that car that just passed you?
I wasn't paying attention. You were distracting me.
And when we pulled up to you, you focused on us, and you weren't focused on the other cars. You're not focused on these cars passing you. You're not focused on these cars next to you.
That's because you're distracting me.
Right. When we pulled up to you.
No. There was a car right there with 2 people in it, and I was pointing to the fact that you guys are here, and they called you specifically to violate my right of freedom of speech. Yes, they did.
Freedom of speech until you offend somebody.
No.
Yes.
No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay.
I did not. So there's no vulgarity. Nope.
Watch the language, okay?
Well, you can go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Okay. Well, there you go. See, that's the freedom of speech.
So we're going to talk to them if you step on the property.
I have not touched their property line.
If you step on the property, we'll talk to them, and if they want you to go to jail, you'll go to jail.
Well, you'd have to trespass me first and then give me notification.
Right. That's
Which is going to be harassment since I never touched their property line. Well, go ahead. You go talk to them, big guy.
All right, no problem.
And what's your badge number?
283.
283. What's your badge number? Yeah. So, are you under oath here today? Did you? No.
As long as
you didn't take an oath.
not in court, okay?
No. That when you take an oath,
no.
You can go fuck yourself.
No problem.
You're an asshole.
Okay. You have a good day, sir.
Yeah. Goodbye, asshole.
Do you need sunscreen or anything?
Nope.
You need any water? Because I do have water in the car.
Yeah, I'll take a water if you really want to give me one.
What's that?
I'll take a water if you really want to give me one.
Okay. You sure you don't want sunscreen, man?
I'm positive.
Okay. Yeah, man.
You come back and arrest me, we'll see if your qualified immunity holds up.
Okay, no problem.
Yep.
You gotta learn that definition first, though, right?
No, I know what qualified immunity. This right here is clearly established rights. Clearly established.
This encounter highlights a troubling issue of police overreach and the violation of constitutional rights. Despite no crime being committed, the officer attempts to infringe upon the protesters' First Amendment rights, demonstrating a lack of understanding of freedom of speech. The protester stands their ground, emphasizing the importance of defending our rights, even when faced with authority. This incident serves as a reminder that we must remain vigilant in protecting our civil liberties.